Now is Katon Dawson, the former chairman of the South Carolina Republican Party. So, Katon, thank you so much for being here. What stood out the most to you about Senator Scott's speech?
Well, the enthusiasm that Tim Scott has in running for presidency, something that I think it took a lot of prayer and a lot of thought for Tim to jump in this race. I'm not sure if he understands exactly when these bright lights turn on, what a contest it will be. But I think Tim's up to it. He's got our former governor, Nikki Haley, in it. He's certainly got Donald Trump in it. It's going to be a contest. One thing I can tell you about presidential contests is they're pretty rough, Kelly. And Tim, let's see how he weathers that storm. But Tim can work hard. He gives a wonderful speech. He's been a good senator. Let's see what happens, because when you move to the presidential stage, things change.
Yeah, you certainly take a lot of arrows. So Senator Scott comes from a working class family. As you know, he shared his views of faith publicly. How do you see him setting himself apart from the others in the ring now?
Well, you know, Tim certainly is the only African-American U.S. Senator, Republican conservative U.S. Senator, so that sets him apart. He and Nikki Haley, both from South Carolina, is going to make it an unusual contest in our home state, which is a really important state where Donald Trump has a decent poll number right now. I think how you stand up is really how you take what Trump's going to throw your way. Somebody's going to come out of this. One or two people are going to come out of this as contenders to Donald Trump. The problem we have as Republicans right now is the exact scenario that Donald Trump wants, is a loaded field of characters, and Donald Trump's sitting at 35%. But there's plenty of time. I don't think Donald Trump's going to debate. That'll be a problem for some of the people, but I think you'll watch the Haleys and the Scotts certainly go after their share of the electorate, and that's what it's going to take.
All right. And we wanted to get your take about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. He'll reportedly announce his run this week. What impact do you think that announcement may have?
He's a formidable foe, $200 million or so cash on hand, I understand. I don't know whether he'll form the presidential papers or whether he'll do like Tim just did and form a committee. That matters on how you spend your money, by the way. But he's a formidable candidate that the difference in, let's just say, Haley and Scott is they really don't owe Donald Trump anything. Ron DeSantis does. So we'll see how that plays out in the Trump electorate and how rigid they are. Being Trump light or being Trump heavy might be an asset. I do think that Ron DeSantis is a competitor. I think he's articulate. I think that the problem he has is Trump's got him in a spotlight right now. And Donald Trump's a worthy opponent.
All right. We'll see how it plays out. Katon Dawson.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.